Rajashri is currently IYSF's president, and of course, she's been here with us watching the competition. And now we're going to have a little talk with her. Rajashri, how are you, dear?
I'm good. How are you? Happy Sunday. Namaskar, everyone.
Happy Sunday. So, how do you feel, Rajashri?
I've been watching, and yes, I did. And it's amazing, all this spectacular presentation. And it reminds me one thing, that all these athletes are participating today, these adult divisions. It's the most important time or phase in our life where stress comes, and we stopped taking care of ourselves. And this promoting yoga asana as a sport made all these people to somehow to thrive, for taking care of themselves. And looking at all the performance, and I can really see how many hours they really put on to their practice. And most of them are mothers. They all have careers and they all work. They have husband and families to take care. And at the same time, they are such a discipline that they never left there taking, practice. Or self-care is very important. And if you only way we can take care of others if we self-care ourselves first. So today, looking at it, I feel like all these women, men who are there, their dads, they're maybe yesterday was a grandfathers, but today was a lot of dad and going to be dad and running their life. I mean, it's a very important, and I'm happy to see both genders are equally joining with the yoga competition, because that was in the beginning, that was very hard, and we did not have enough male competitors. We had always a woman, many women, but because yoga was popular into the women, but not the men. But now people are, I think the male are understanding that yoga, what they think about it, it's not. Yoga also have a physical benefit, mental benefit, and we are doing competition with all based on physical and mental and breath together. It's a unique challenges for men too, because they like to go to gym and they like to pump their body. But in yoga, you have a muscles, but you have a beautiful linear muscles at the same time, strength and the balance. So I think it's wonderful to see it's growing, and especially the number says all this year that amazing 170 athletes join, and they're home. And it's before we never could even think this is going to happen. We were not sure, and we have a lot of we were like a really. Thinking that, oh my God, in this year and a half, what we have gone through, we may have to stop this because we're still, Europe, I see they keep putting a lot of warnings right now. I mean, we are not able to travel that much unless it's important. So but in person, it's not happening, but through the internet, virtually, is it really possible? We have seen a little glimpse last year. But we really made it possible. So I really want to thank so much of the whole technical IT team behind who is working to put this together for how many months, and you to be up and explaining. It's beautiful, and all the studios to participate this event, and home, the families. I mean, they are up whole night. And the kids are excited. They're seeing their mom doing it. They're seeing their dad doing it. And it's bring the whole world such a one event, it's a global platform, but we are also connected. And just thinking of this made me really appreciate for life and human and yoga. And especially all the lineages who brought us this position, who passed these messages that you can spread. And that's where I feel like I wish they could see And every morning when I wake up, last 2 days, I've been like really emotional about them because many of them not with me anymore because they last year and a half or last few years, of course, it's a normal life happened that, and they left, and because of their demise, made me feel very empty in my heart. But when I see this is growing, and that's fulfill my heart and my spirit. And I also want to thank many of you who joined this on 2003, who are with that time, our group. I won't say this is, you can see this is a huge mission and huge production. It's not possible for me alone to do this. There's everyone. So when I don't want to take all this credit, please, everyone, it's all of you together made this possible. So I wanted those people the teachers, the athletes, who was there 2003, who are not now with us. Please, just think about what you have done it, how you grow this. I know sometimes you are behind the scene helping people, you are the backbone, and I appreciate you. My humble request, come back, help us to go, help us to spread the message, come back and being unified together, make this what we love. Because our message, our mission, our dedication, it's not stays with us. We need to share it. The sharing is more important. And yoga is all about public service, each other, helping each other, lifting each other, loving each other.
Thank you. Thank you so very much, Rajashri. Indeed, getting together back again is a very important part of this whole journey. Also, what about the upcoming future? We know that things ahead, we cannot know what's going to happen, but what are the plans for near future for the IYSF? What can you share about that?
IYSF, now we're going to, next year, we're going to go for more about education. And we are going to train more teachers, coaches, athletes, judges. So we just launched our academy. It was a year and a half later this happened because we planned and then everything got shut down, the world shut down. But we try to survive through the internet, but now virtually. But now we are planning to go on to in person in the studios. So we are launching this whole education platform, helping all the studios who provide in the beginning stages of helping athletes to get practice ready, which is called beginner's class, then move them to the advanced level, to the yoga skill, and put them to the world as athletes or coaches or judges. You all don't have to be athletes. You can be anything in part of it. And that's what's going to be. And especially the rules and regulation, IYSF governing body, we are focusing on honoring the Olympic statutes. So it's very important, fair play, and it's very important those guidelines to follow, anti-doping, and many more. I mean, it's just the beginning, and we need more athletes to join. We need more studios to join. We need more studios to understand doing something like this. You are not doing anything that you are not learned, or you are not going against yoga. Because what I felt it all this year, and so much judgment about this yoga competition, I just cannot tell you. And it's really one point I just felt it. Why they are judging, the people who are judging, they are already judging, means is it non-yogic in belief system? This is a non-yogic. You accept the changes, you accept the challenges, you accept the changes. Everybody has opinion. So what happened in IYSF, we are going to stay the roots of it, which is we really demonstrated, all our athletes demonstrated before everybody thought. I want to clear this, that, it's going to be a gymnastics, or it's going to be something that flexibility people only can join, or it's going to be a circus acrobat. No, we are not. I know there are many organizations running in world the competitions, very different methods, but we are from the beginning true to our goal, true to our asanas. And asanas philosophy is the stillness, but it's a competition. And it's a competition within yourself, one person performance, going up there, and it's really stimulates the nervous system so much, whereas yoga's effects is tremendous. How to balance your nervous system, and that's actually projecting in the life. So we are trying to help therapeutically in making healthier body, healthier mind, healthier lifestyles, trying to keep it fair play, making things entertainment, making things enjoyable. And each athlete carries the sharing and spreading message for throughout the family, because sports in one place that all the family member can watch together. Some of the sports, this is a non-combat, it's no one fighting. It's just one just demonstrating, it's exhibition. And that's something child to the adult or seniors we call. So we can watch, we can practice, we can share. So this is the whole IYSF, because we started more groups for kids, more age groups. And we didn't start it that way. 2003 when we started, I remember there was no children. I mean, only male and female group. And then one winner. Then we started breaking down, said 4 groups, then 4 groups to now 6 groups. And then we have seniors, we have adult and kids to set more. I mean, we are doing the right thing, because I can see the growth coming, like the sports, how the sports growth is happening. More people are willing to join, practicing, participating. So we need more kids. We need more children. My whole goal was for kids in the beginning. That's why when 2003, first centennial celebration of Vishnu Charan Ghosh birth anniversary we introduced to the world this yoga international competition. And we did it more based on the formula how Vishnu Ghosh Cup in India was first established, and that was in 1982. And I was the first winner of that Champions of Champion trophy. And I took that as an ambassador to promote, of course, organization. I was there, but there were a lot of people helped me, and all the judges came from India, and all my teachers and mentors, and they trained people to be coach and judge. And I think I was the demonstrator. I was administrator at the same time, putting this whole thing together. Like I remember each states I had to go, being a judge, being a coach, being a demonstrator, being everything. And now I don't have to do anything, sitting at home and talking to you and watching everybody. That means it did work, and everyone got interested, and they like it. We need from childhood that thriving, because it's like, and understand the healthy competition, which you said it many times, which is very important. Many times when you win or lose and you have sadness, and yoga competition is, I will say this, if you lose, it's going to help you the next one to come out stronger. There's nothing get wasted. It's just the process of you overcome that feeling, overcome that uneasiness, overcome that, you come back much stronger because your dedication. So whenever I see some make a big out of this, that, oh, I lost it, and and I mean, this is going on all over all the sports, and we always blame others, and we start, but the yoga force should not allow that, because it's win or lose. I mean, we have, how many times we had to say this is the time you appeal, it's appeal going on, because appealing is not easy process. All the judges has to go back and look into it. So human error can happen. And computer error can happen also. So we are opening that door to allow that happen. But I'm very happy this time we put out standard judges, like everyone in the same page, and we establish that rules through this academy, teaching them coach, judge, that coach, you know how you are coaching, judges, you know how you are judging. Then definitely on the stage, things happen, things get different. That's called the sports, and that's called the pressure. And also, I will say that this is the first time we're very clear with our scoreboard. I don't think ever happened in any other competition, not IYSF history, but any other organization. I remember myself from childhood growing up doing competition, and that immediately, because we always knew, oh, they are going to put the list out tonight or tomorrow morning. And this is the first time, right after when we finished, every scores are coming up. So world needs to see this, that where we are moving towards the global, platform. What needs to be done with education, with coaching, with judging, manuals, everything. So please help us. Wherever you are, help us to grow. If you believe in yoga, if you practice asanas, if you believe in our mission, because we are spreading this message, the awareness of yoga today, think about from 2003 and today where we are. No one can miss out about yoga. Everything you see, all first things say, have you practiced your yoga? And year and a half made all of us to practice at home even, which I remember myself in India, that's where we began. And the kids will go, or if you need a treatment, like a therapy, yoga therapy, then you will go to the centers. Besides that, teacher goes to the patient's home or student, I will say client home, I can't use that word, client's home, and make them practice yoga postures or breathing or meditation in the morning. That's where we started from. And then when we were in the arena doing demonstration, we had to go out and practice with all the groups. I remember, my national, it was always all the coaches used to come, and then they will tell at the last minute, which is the standardized rules. And then we go back home and we constantly practice all the time. So blessings from all the teachers, even at the end, Honorable BK Iyengar also, I have taken when we did this yoga competition in India, we asked him also, and he says, if you can keep the main principles of yoga in your true demonstrations, then it is rightfully can be done. So I want everybody to, help us to move this forward. We're always taking whatever they want to say about it, because we are open door. We all took criticism. I took all the criticism throughout all these years of promoting this. I'm ready to take more. But help us to grow, help us to spread message. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Rajashri. By the way, right now, our judges are checking on appeals that have been received. And I wanted to point out, you were mentioning about the therapeutical ways of improving in the educational system. I think one of the things of the latest updates on this educational system, the coaches training and the judges training, that I find to be very, very positive, is the view of a system, a systematic training which is progressive and which is based on therapeutical exercises, drills. I think this makes very accessible the postures for everyone, and this can also help invite more people to join the competition as well. Because if they start taking classes, regular classes, where they practice these postures and they realize that that their bodies are responding and that something's happening and changing, and they get excited about that and they want to share this with the world, then participating in competition is just like a very small step because you're already there. So does this, I mean, of course, as you've also mentioned, Rajeshri, there's a lot of teachers that have been involved with the IYSF that have been helping build this educational system. Does this relate to your own experience? Because you're saying, yes, I started when I was very kid. Yeah.
Yes, it's true, because I started practicing yoga as a yoga therapy, I won't say as a yoga therapy. Yoga was introduced to me as a therapeutic practice. But then when I was strong enough, I was ready, then I got into the practice of little different level of practice, and which my trainer started training me for performance skill and demonstrating and making me more advanced. So the whole basic foundations came from simple yoga postures, those beginner series poses, because yoga is something that anybody, any ages can do. Any body means any kind of body. So when you start training, when you say, okay, I wanted to be a yoga athlete, and you go to the centers and you start classes, and they start putting you some advanced poses, which is not, you can't do it that time, and you can really injure and hurt your body. So you really need to figure out this person, how to improve that person's skills or flexibility or muscular development, how, or mental, that power, that willpower or mental relaxation, because that's very important in yoga competition. So that's what our academy is going to come. I mean, that's where our training is going to come, as training the teachers for beginners levels of yoga, which they are providing basically every day to their studio. So when you're teaching that class, you get to learn more about looking at the body, especially many times a lot of people feel threatened about classes, group classes, and they feel like it's overwhelming and they stop coming. And we're going to change that aspect. And that's going to be something I want to come as my, can you see me?
Oh, yeah. Yes, now we can see you. We lost.
Yeah. No, you lost it because I forgot to put my power. I'm losing. So I just feel like as a therapy, which I learned from childhood from my teacher, PSS, and I was very fortunate to learn from him about all this yoga therapy, and his sister, where I grew up learning, and from the training institute where I got my certifications. And this is first time I will have the opportunity to teach and talk about it. So I'm very much looking forward